Hello, this is Christopher Gelson, the director and lead teacher of Protect Your Children Incorporated. The website is www.protectyourchildren.org. That's protectyourchildren.org. Our Facebook page is facebook.com/protectyourchildreninc. Altogether, Protect Your Children Inc. I encourage you to check out our website, and we have links to all our social media found on our homepage there. I want to take a few minutes and talk to you today about the hypersexualization of our children. The hypersexualization of our children has been really going on for quite a long time, and the concern is that it's part of a larger plan to get kids into earlier sexual activity, to increase birth rates among underage kids, to increase sexually transmitted diseases. And a lot of this is all in order to make a buck. It's all in order to make money. And the psychology studies that have been released just recently are showing that kids that are exposed to sexual content, sexual lyrics, this is images or video, pornography, and anything else in that nature, will actually speed up the puberty process. It used to be thought that puberty was just, they waited on their body to, commit a puberty. That was it. The brain says, okay, it's time, and then there you go, puberty started. But the studies are showing that when kids are exposed to sexual content, sexual lyrics, sexual imagery at a younger age, it actually speeds up their puberty process and brings it on prematurely. And of course, with premature puberty, you get kids that are more interested in sex, more interested in touching and experimenting and doing other things. In fact, one study that was just released from a doctor in Minnesota was talking about how he's had more calls in the last 10 years about young kids touching, as they call it, molesting other kids. And he said this in the last 10 years has increased more than he's ever seen. And this is a direct connection to the internet and a direct connection to kids that are finding their way to pornography and other sexual content. And of course, it is on the parents to really make sure that the kids are not coming across this stuff. Now, with technology today, like TikTok, for example, TikTok, and as an organization, I can tell you that we were kind of hoping for TikTok to be banned, but it didn't. It's here to stay. So now is a really good time to get into your kids' phones and see what they're doing with TikTok, because there is a very dark side of TikTok. And if any of you out there are on TikTok, then you probably know what I'm talking about. And you have young kids that just type in Fortnite just to look at Fortnite, gameplay. And what's coming up on TikTok is sexual Fortnite videos where other users, a lot of these adults, are taking images from Fortnite and the characters and they're putting it to sexual music. And it's very appealing to young kids. And this is just one of the ways. TikTok is known for the TikTok dances, right? I won't even try to do one for you because you'll probably just laugh. But the TikTok dances that are out there, every single one of them seems to include popping the hips, or twerking and doing something sexual or inappropriate. And the music that TikTok gives the kids to use is usually full of cursing, vulgar language, and pornographic imagery. Just think about Cardi B for a second, okay? There's this WAP, right? Okay, we're not going to go down that road, but if anybody listened to Cardi B, you know what that song is all about. And it is basically a pornography video turned into a song. And you have young kids on TikTok that are dancing to this song. And what's happening is this exposure to sexual content and sexual lyrics and sexual music and imagery at these young ages is propelling these kids into sexual lifestyles. And when you do that, you're also allowing your kids to have a greater chance of being molested. Well, what's the connection there? Well, predators will look for kids that are sexually active. And I know there's a common myth out there that pedophiles are only looking for kids that are not into puberty yet. And there is stats that show that. There is an overwhelming amount that state that is true. But the reality is there's a whole lot of predators out there that are looking for kids that are right at that puberty age so that they can give them their first example of sex, right? And then they can control them using that. So when you take a whole lot of kids, and we're talking on a worldwide scale now, and you expose them to sexual content at 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, you're putting the images in their head, you're getting them curious, you're bringing on puberty at an early age, and then you have kids that are doing things that they should not be doing until they are way older. And predators know how to spot these things. Predators know how to identify kids that are being like this. And this puts your kids at a greater risk. So, yes, the tech companies should have a responsibility. So, if you've watched any of the videos before, TikTok, Likey, WhatsApp, Whisper, all of these popular video and messaging apps that the kids are using today do not have age verification. There is no age verification. A lot of them, sure, they say you have to be 13 years old to be able to use this app. Well, come on, let's be real. You know how easy it is to get around that? The kids have an email address that they create for free on Yahoo or Gmail or whatever. They sign up. They say that they're 20 years old or 15 or 18 years old, whatever, and boom, they've got their TikTok account. Okay? So now they're being exposed to stuff when they're 8, 9 years old because TikTok doesn't verify age. In fact, none of the apps do. And in the same way, you have predators that create profiles as kids on these apps. All right. So now you have a child that's being exposed to sexual content, sexual music, sexual dancing, which is getting their hormones going prematurely. And then the predators pounce. Right. So you can see the setup that's happening here. And of course, kids that get into premature sexual activity are more likely to be obviously having sex, intercourse, other types of sexually transmitted diseases. All these things increase. So parents, I implore you, we as an organization implore you to check your kids' phones, get parental controls onto their devices. And let me tell you, their game systems are key. Especially with COVID going on, all these kids retreated back into their homes and they got on their game systems and they played for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And they are talking to people that you do not know. They are playing their games, Fortnite, Call of Duty, all these other games. They're playing them with people that you do not know. They are being contacted by people that you do not know. Images are being sent. Now, we like to believe that your kids would just never contact somebody who's an adult that they don't know in real life. We're sorry, but the stats show otherwise. They are doing it. They're doing it for attention. They're doing it for curiosity. Who knows what other reasons why they're doing it, but they are doing it. So you got to encourage your kids to not be talking to anybody that's not approved by you, that you do not know. And the other thing is, on our website, we have a page called Set Up Parental Controls, and you can go there, and the website again is protectyourchildren.org. The parental controls page will show you how to put parental controls on Xbox, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Android phones, Google phones, and the iPhone. It's step-by-step process, shows you how to put these parental controls on there. And something else, parents, please know your kids' passwords. There is no reason your child should have a phone with a password on it that you do not know. And let me tell you, they know how to hide apps too. So you've got to go into their phone, go to settings, go to apps, and see what apps they have installed because they're probably using ones that you don't know that they're using. Kids are very smart that way. Think about it when you were a child. We knew how to get around our parents, and we didn't have all this technology. Today the kids do, and they know how to get around stuff. So parents, you got to be nosy. So the over or hyper-sexualization of our children is leading them to early onsets of puberty, which is leading them to early sexual activity. It's leading them to pornography. And yes, we hear reports all the time. Parents saying, hey, my 8-year-old was on Netflix and was able to pull up gay inappropriate shows. My 8-year-old was searching for Fortnite videos and came across sexual content. Okay? My 10-year-old girl got sent a picture of a man's private from somebody that she thought was another girl her age, right? Because this happens. So you have to be able to get on top of this, parents, and really see what your kids are doing. You got to see who they're talking to on their game system, see who they're talking to on their phones, check their messages. Now look, Snapchat makes it difficult because if kids are going to engage in anything that they should not do, if you know Snapchat, they set it up so that as soon as they send the message and the person reads it, whoop, it's gone, right? So the parents can't even see what the kids are sending, what pictures they're receiving or sending, or what they're saying. And this is dangerous. I can't think of a good reason for Snapchat, except that it can be used for evil and to hide from parents. So, Cuties, this show on Netflix that Netflix was trying to release. There's a huge campaign now, including the Department of Justice investigating Netflix and this show Cuties, which highlights all these young girls twerking and dancing to sexual music, right? And it's borderline child pornography. But this is just another attempt to get young kids into premature sexual activity. And this is happening all over. It's happening on the apps. It's happening on TikTok. It's happening on Likey. It's happening on all of these social media apps. So I encourage you, please see what your kids are up to and protect them from this. So that's about it. I want to encourage you again to check out our website, protectyourchildren.org. We have tons of great free resources there. You can check out zip code predator searches to see if there's anybody dangerous living near you. You can do a background check for like $5 on somebody if you want to make sure that they're safe to be around your child. You can look up the statute of limitations for sex crimes. You can download the free guidelines. These are protection guidelines, which will explain in detail how to identify predators and how to keep your kids safe. They go over all the warning signs. Everything that you need to know to keep your kids safe is found in the guidelines. You can download those for free from our website as well. And also, if you're passionate about protecting children, not just your own, but others, then please partner with us. Partner with us does not necessarily mean money, though we are a 501c3 nonprofit. We can only do advertising and conferences with the help of your donations. But there's lots of other ways that you can help that is not financial. And you can help spread the cause and help us to reach more people and protect kids from child molestation and kidnapping. So I want to thank you for taking time to watch this video. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, like and share this video. If you're watching on Facebook, please like and share it. We need to get this information out there in order to keep our kids safe. Thanks for watching. Take care.